You are on a low income and you want to start saving money. At the beginning of each month, you plan on it, and at the end of the month when you look at your bank account, you see nothing saved up. I'm going to share 6 effective money tips which will help you save money very fast, even you are on a low income. During my 20s, I really struggled to save money. I wasn't making enough money anyway, and every single month I planned, but at the end of the month I failed. These 6 money tips help me to get out of this cycle and start saving money immediately. The first tip I have for you is find your why. Honestly speaking, guys, in my opinion, this is the key to succeed in the money saving journey. The very important question you need to ask yourself first, the big question, why? Why you are actually trying to save this money? What is the underlying reason for that? Author Simon Sinek raised a very valid question. Why some people become so successful while others struggle. He actually explained this situation in his idea called Golden Circle. In this idea, he explained everyone knows what they're trying to achieve. Some people know how they're going to achieve that, but very few people know why they're trying to achieve that. That becomes the key for those people to succeed. In this case, you know what you are trying to achieve. You want to save money fast. How are you going to achieve that? We're going to talk about different strategies that will help you achieve that. But once you discover the answer to the big question why, trust me, you'll develop a strong focus. As soon as you know why you are doing it, what is the underlying reason for that, the chance for you to achieve that becomes significantly higher. You may ask, what is the reason for me to save? I came to Australia when I was just 18 years old from a poor country, and my parents live in overseas. And I actually want to bring them here in Australia, and I want to look after them when they get old. I also want to look after my family. I don't have any children right now, but once I will have children, I want to raise them better. I want to give them a better future. I want to do everything that I possibly can so that they live well. And when I leave this planet, I want to leave something behind for my family. This strong reasoning motivates me every single day. When I go to work, I work hard. I know exactly why I'm doing it. When I'm trying to save every dollar, I know why I'm doing it for. The next tip I have for you is apply 10% rule. The way it works, every single time when you get paid, that could be weekly, fortnightly, or monthly, take out 10% of that salary or wages and transfer that automatically to go to a separate bank account. This is actually a very strong tip. You are on a low salary, you get paid $50,000 a year. Just imagine if you are removing 10% of that and transfer that automatically to a separate bank account. At the end of the year, what you will see, $5,000 saved up. You saved $5,000 at this point without even applying the rest of the tips. Just imagine that. I would suggest you to use a high interest bank account for this, because as soon as you're transferring this money to a high interest bank account, that will generate some interest for you. So at the end of the year, when you have $5,000 saved up, it might look like you have a little bit more than that. Tip number 3 is you need to prepare a budget. Let me explain to you how this is going to help you in your money saving journey. Firstly, it's going to show you your current financial position. I actually have an Excel sheet. It's completely free for you to use it. I put a link in the description. Just download it and use it from day one. On that budget, you're going to write down all the incomings and outgoings. Under incoming, you're going to list your active incomes, all the incomes you get from the salary you get, the work that you do, any passive income you get from a different avenue, you write it down there. If you have a side hustle that you get money regularly, put it in there. That will give you a total of money that you get. Now you're going to list all the things that money goes out for. So in that situation, you write down all the necessities like rent, electricity, water, food, transportation. You're going to write down all the bills in there, and then you're going to write down the variables like eating out, dining out, buying coffee. You list everything else. It will show you what's your current position, how much money you're getting in, and how much money is actually getting out. It will also help you to have a better control. Now that you know all the incomings and outgoings, it gives you better control to identify where actually you are spending more or less and where you can actually cut back. Gives you better control. It's also going to give you better flexibility. Just imagine one week something came up, you had to spend a little bit of extra money to take care of that. Now that you created a budget, you know what's going to happen next week, how much you're going to spend next month. You can adjust slightly a little bit more in the coming weeks so that overall the average becomes the same. It's also going to make your planning part really easy, because now you know what's going to happen this week, the next week, or next month. You can actually plan ahead. Also going to create a motivation for you. Now that you have a structure, you're going to see that every single week, possibly multiple times in the week. That will create motivation to actually follow it. Next tip I have for you is you got to start tracking expenses and cut back where possible. In this sector, we're going to discuss different avenues that you can look into and start saving. The first avenue is comparing month to month. As soon as you start comparing month to month, you'll discover so many things. Let's say 1 month you're supposed to spend $2,000 according to your budget, and then 1 month you discovered that you spent $3,000. So you spent $1,000 extra. So this will give you an opportunity to investigate why you actually ended up spending $1,000 extra. If just something came up, something urgent, you had to take care of it, that is justifiable. But if you discover that you just literally bought 3 pairs of shoes that you didn't need, you know now what not to do next time. The next avenue is unused subscriptions. List all the subscriptions you currently have. That could be, Netflix, Disney Plus, YouTube Premium, Spotify, others, and then just take 1 minute, sit down to analyze which ones you're getting the most value out of, which one you use regularly, which one you don't. Anything that you are not using at the moment, cancel it. Just imagine canceling 1 subscription, you will save about $15 a month. If you don't need 2 of them, cancel 2 of them, you might save $30 a month. The next avenue is utilities. Let's talk about phone bill. Do you really need that unlimited data for your phone bill? When you go home, you can actually use your Wi-Fi. When you go to work, you might have Wi-Fi there to use as well. Downgrading to one that suits your requirement and lifestyle might help you save $20 to $30 a month. Now let's talk about electricity bill. Every single month when you use electricity, just be cautious about how you're using it. You're not wasting any. That might help you to save some. However, if you're outside of your lease time frame, just look into the market. There are so many providers. They try to attract new customers and they have different deals going on. Just pick one that actually provides you the benefit you're looking for, and that might help you save about $230 a month. Now let's talk about internet bill. Do you really need that unlimited data here as well? Just look at the bills that you have for the last few months, because the bills will tell you what is your usage every single month. Based on that, just adjust to a plan that works with that. You might just save $20-30 here as well. The next avenue is transportation. Let's talk about insurance first. Look into the market, see an insurance company that provides the similar amount of value you're getting on the insurance company that you have. Switching to that one, it might save you a few $100s a year. Next one is gas. Gas prices fluctuate, changes every single day. What you can do is use apps. There are so many apps in the market at the moment that will tell you in your local area which petrol station is offering the cheapest rate today, and just simply go to that particular petrol station and fill it up from there. You might save $10 per tank. Now let's talk about car payment. Sit down and look back the vehicle that you have and how much you're paying every single month. Do you really need that vehicle? Just go to one model down and get a vehicle that's going to provide you the benefit that you're looking for and suits your lifestyle. Just by doing it, you might just save a few $100s every single month. Now let's talk about maintenance. You might have a vehicle that breaks down all the time. You need to change parts that attract cost very regularly, could be every single month. Now, it might be better for you to look into spending a little bit more and buy a more reliable vehicle, because you will save a good amount of money in long term. When we buy groceries, I used to buy things that I think I'm going to eat, usually the healthy stuff, but I never eat. It just literally sits in the fridge and it just goes off. That's one thing that I now avoid. I'm asking you guys to avoid too. Another thing is, please don't buy in volume, especially the ones that are perishable. Because if you buy more volume than you actually need, it'll just go off, you'll just waste your money. The second thing you have is coffee. Now, every single time you buy coffee from outside, it costs $5. So if you just make coffee in-house and don't buy coffee from outside, that's $35 in a week, right? Stop buying lunch from outside. Obviously, a lot of times what I used to do that, now I don't do that anymore. But every single meal might cost like $15 to $20. If you work 9 to 5, 5 days, that's still $100 if it's $20 a meal, right? That's $400 a month. It all adds up. So instead of just buying lunch from outside, just bring lunch with you. You will see that so much money you will save down the track. The next one I have on the food is just cutting down the number of times you dine out. You dine out once a week or twice a week. 8 times a month or 4 times a month. See that anything you can cut down from there. Instead of going 8 times a month, just go maybe 4 times a month. Instead of 4 times a month, go 3 times a month. Just cutting back a little bit more every single time, every single month, you will see it adds up and becomes quite massive. If you follow some of these strategies, though you have a low income, you will see that's how quickly you will start saving money. The next tip I have for you is to stop impulsive buying. Sometimes when we have a focus, we have an aim, a goal that we want to save money, though we are on a low income, we are still human beings. So what happens is when you are walking down the road, you see something through the window, you suddenly think, oh my God, I like that one. You go inside and you buy it. You don't even know that you can afford it. If you think that you don't have money saved up, what do? You use the credit card to do so. And suddenly you start to generate more debt. Sometimes you go to the shop to buy only 1 or 2 things, you end up buying 10 other things. Guys, you gotta stop buying out of impulsive tendencies. Next time when you're walking down the road, you see something through the window you like, ask yourself, do you really need that? Can you wait 6 months until you get it? Can you wait a year for that? If the answer is yes, then just hold back. Maybe you actually don't need that. Next time you go inside a shop and you have a list to buy 1 or 2 products, stick to that 1 or 2 products. Stop buying everything you see and then get caught up into this impulsive buying. Trust me guys, as soon as you control your impulsive buying, you suddenly see every single month the amount of money you save you never thought was possible. The final tip I have for you, you have to get out of the ego cycle. You have a strong focus, you controlling your impulsive tendencies, you also cutting back where possible, but still you buy things out of ego. You want to show off in front of your friends, or you want to show to the friends that you have what they have. You have a low income, you buy things that you can't afford, you take a photo, put it in the social media to show off in front of the people who you don't even know. Guys, you gotta stop doing this. It doesn't matter what other people think about you, it matters what you think of yourself. You are enough. You go out, you work hard, you come back home every single day, you provide for your family, you look after your children, you look after your parents, you are doing a great job, you are enough. You gotta stop thinking what other people think about you because it does not matter. I know guys, what are you thinking? You think you're gonna start from next month or you're gonna start from next year. That would be your New Year resolution. Guys, you gotta start from today. Today is the day. Like Nike says, just do it. If this is your first time here, my name is Minaj Mishuk. I started this YouTube channel to help you live a happy, wealthy, and productive life. Please make sure to subscribe so that I can help you too. If you find any value out of this video, please make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to explore the links on the screen. You might find something you want to click on. Keep watching guys, and I will see you in the next video.